In the remote village of Bhairuvpur, surrounded by thick forests and dusty trade routes, there lived a feared bandit named Raghuvir. He stayed in a small mud house at the edge of the jungle with his wife Meera and their young son Kiran. Travelers who crossed the forest path rarely returned without losing their money, jewelry, or sometimes even their lives. Raghuvir believed that fear was power, and power was the only way to survive. For years he had survived by ambushing merchants and pilgrims. If anyone resisted, he would not hesitate to threaten them with his dagger. The villagers whispered his name with dread, and parents warned their children never to wander near the forest. One morning, Meera stood outside their hut, arms crossed impatiently. "You haven't gone out for 3 days," she complained. "If you wait too long, people will stop using the road altogether. We need money. Kiran needs new clothes, and I've been asking for a gold necklace for months." Raghuvir leaned back lazily. "We must not rush. Last time, the traders became suspicious. If we wait, they'll forget." Meera shook her head. "Waiting doesn't fill our stomachs. Go today. Bring something worthy." Raghuvir finally rose, ate the food Meera had prepared, and tied a cloth around his face before heading into the forest. He hid behind a large banyan tree near the narrowest part of the path and waited. Soon, an elderly merchant named Haridas appeared, carrying a leather bag. Behind him walked his young nephew, Mohan, who had insisted on accompanying his uncle for the first time. "Uncle, are you sure this road is safe?" Mohan asked nervously. Haridas laughed. "I've traveled this route for 20 years. There's nothing to fear if your heart is honest." Raghuvir stepped out suddenly, blocking their path. "Hand over your money, or you won't leave alive." Haridas trembled. "Please, I'm a poor man. These are loans for my daughter's wedding." "Lies," Raghuvir snarled, snatching the bag. Inside were silver coins and ornaments. Mohan tried to speak, but fear sealed his lips. Raghuvir raised his dagger threateningly, and the two hurried away in terror, leaving their hard-earned savings behind. That evening, Raghuvir returned home proudly. Meera's eyes sparkled at the sight of the ornaments. "See, I told you. We deserve comfort. Why should we struggle like the rest?" Kiran ran to his father. "What did you bring for me?" Raghuvir handed him sweets and a wooden toy he had taken from another traveler weeks ago. The boy's laughter filled the hut, but somewhere deep inside, a faint unease stirred in Raghuvir's heart. He ignored it. Days passed. One afternoon, Raghuvir spotted a small procession approaching. A young bride named Anjali, her husband Dev, and Dev's father Shankar. They were returning home after a modest wedding in a neighboring village. Raghuvir's eyes gleamed at the sight of Anjali's jewelry. "This will keep us comfortable for weeks," he muttered. He jumped onto the path. "Leave everything and go." Shankar stepped forward. "Son, please, they are newly married. Take whatever money we have, but spare us." "I want the jewelry too," Raghuvir demanded. Anjali clutched her Mangal Sutra tightly. "This was my mother's. Please don't take it." Raghuvir grew impatient. When Dev tried to shield his wife, Raghuvir pushed him aside violently. In the chaos, Shankar stumbled and fell, hitting his head on a stone. Blood began to pool beneath him. The old man lay motionless. Anjali screamed. Dev knelt beside his father, shaking him desperately. But it was too late. Raghuvir froze for a second. He hadn't meant to kill the old man, but instead of helping, he grabbed the jewelry and fled. As he walked back through the forest, shaken yet stubborn, a voice echoed from above. "How much is a life worth to you?" Raghuvir looked up. Sitting on a branch was a strange old hermit with piercing eyes and matted hair. He was known in the region as Sage Vayun, a wandering mystic who rarely appeared before orders. "But will you share the consequences of my deeds?" he pressed. She frowned. "You are the one who commits them. Why should I suffer for your choices? My duty is to the home."